Okay, to start a person in action, in this situation, I'm going to draw a girl that's leaping. We're going to start with the head. You can do that by doing a circle and a U, but you will have a lot of erasing to do. Then the neck, slightly curved. Then you want to figure out the position of the body. So in this case, shoulders, rib cage, spine, the pelvis, which is the hip area. Now out of the hips, this leg is going to be bent. She's going to be slightly in the air. So you can start that by just making an L shape and then a little curve for the foot. And then the other thigh is going to be a little bit, again, that L shape. Now we'll start turning those lines into shapes. Okay, so now let's get into the shape business. Got a lot of sketchy lines here. So first I'm going to start with the arms. The arms are tapered tubes, and tapered means that they get narrower as they go up. The hand you can start by doing a circle and a triangle and a thumb. So if her hand is in the air, the thumb is going to be closer to the body. So it's going to be about there. And the other arm is going to be blocked a little bit here by her head and her hair. So again, we don't start with details, we just draw a tapered tube, which is a line that gets narrower as it goes up. And again, we will get into the details of her hand later. So that's the beginning. The legs, again, we turn into shapes from the line. So again, tapered tubes, they're wider at the top. Here's the knee. It gets narrower, but it's obviously bent because this person is leaping. And then the curve for the lower leg, the shin. And then the foot, I always start as a triangle shape, and then of course I curve it out. And we know the big toe is going to be there, so it's going to look something like that. And then the little toes will go there and then slightly up. Okay, next, the other leg, which is in front, is, again, we want to turn, we're not getting into too many details yet, but again, you start the foot by just a simple triangle shape, and then you turn it into a more detailed, nuanced shape, like so. Okay, that's a good beginning. Okay, so now actually I'm at the point where I can do a little bit of erasing to clean it up. And it's always a good thing, especially before you add color. Okay, so now I'm just gonna quickly just throw on her hair so we have a sense of who this person is. This part of the hair is gonna go behind this arm. I'll do her face after, but basically the eyes are in the middle, and then the nose is about here, and the upper lip is about there, and I'll probably need to make her chin longer. And when you're drawing the eyes, it's blank, eye, blank, eye, blank. You want to leave space between the eyes for an eye. Because if you look at your own face, you'll see that's the case. And obviously you can turn this into a boy if you want by like making it less curvy. Okay, so now before I put in the clothes, I'm just going to give her body a little bit of form. And this would be the elbow area. And then to draw a hand, you really want to just kind of look at your own hand, and that's really the best way to figure it out. So I'm just going to quickly map in these fingers. They may not be perfect, but as you can see, there's that swoop between the thumb and the fingers. I'm going to erase. I'm not doing videos is kind of nerve-wracking, so I'm not always. Okay, so there's her shirt, the beginning of her shirt. And then I'm going to make the neckline for the shirt. And of course you need to add folds. Again, if you look at your own clothes, you'll see there's lots of folds. And here we're just going to add a little shadow to the edges of the sleeves. So this hand, again, it's a circle, triangle, and a thumb. And the thumb is going to be facing inwards, most likely. And it kind of goes up, out, swoop. And that's more or less that. I'll have to fix it, but that's pretty good for now. Okay, so now the shirt is going to be kind of moving because she's leaping. There we go. And now the pants. And I always tell my students I love color, and that's kind of what relaxes me the most, but I'm really not quite ready for color. Still working out the basics of this picture. And there's going to be an awesome cast shadow for this. And the cast shadow will be over here, something like that. And I'll deal with that later, but that actually will come sort of out of her foot. I didn't quite do that right, but it'll be something like that. Okay, so now what's next? The legs. Now you want to start thinking about just improving it. I'm not even sure how I'm doing because I can't, it's hard to draw this fast and talk, and I'm trying to make a video for you guys. So this is the inside ankle, and I really do like drawing feet because they're so curvy and fun. And then here's this. And I might even just make part 2 about color and fine-tuning, not part 1. The ankle. And what else? My thighs are pretty big, but this is more of a girl, so not that there's anything wrong with it, mind you. Everyone has a different shape and look, and it's all good. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good, but what we need next is kind of a ground to show that she's leaping. And I am going to make this, water, because she's so happy she's at the beach. And then my horizon line, where the sky is going to meet the sea, will be here. Just a little bit, about I don't know, let me see, about a quarter of the paper. So that's a good beginning. So again, you're going to start with, I haven't really dealt with her face yet. So let's just, for the nose, you want to do kind of a C, and then an upside down U, and then a U, another upside down U, and then a backward C. And nobody likes to do noses. They're hard, but it's really mostly about shadow to make them look 3D. And I think I need to raise her eyes up a bit. I really do like drawing people. Just doing them on a video is so nerve-wracking. And then you don't really need to draw the lower lid. So much of this is like when you color it, but okay, and the lips are sort of like an M, and this is for an open mouth, and Teeth are funny. Whenever I draw teeth, I always make them look comical. Not always on purpose, but I'm just gonna draw some lines for teeth. And as far as her neck, there would be some more sort of shadowy things here. The side of her face would have shadow. I think I'm going to give her a little more hair. And I mean, the truth is, if she was in the sun like this, her eyes would not be so open. Be a little less open. So that's good for now. I hope that helped.